best friend is a skinny chick. She knows an Asian born in Nick. And she is very chic, but I'm... You're listening to the I'm in Love with the Girl Named Spike, a DEGRASSI podcast. I'm your host, Mike Park, along with my co-host, Hannah Eagle.
Hello.
And Rick Johnson.
Hello.
We are on episode 114, Relax. I had to think about this song. I didn't look it up, and I think I got it right. Hannah, who sings Relax?
They're an icon in your industry.
My industry?
Frankie Goes to Hollywood, am I correct?
Yeah.
Frankie Goes to Hollywood, yeah.
You're correct. Frankie says relax.
So I believe the plot... Oh, go ahead, Hannah. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, you go. I was just going to say I knew because I had a shirt that used to say Frankie says relax.
Whoa, was it vintage?
Yeah, it was not a good-looking shirt, but it was fun to have.
What about, how come you've been posting a lot on our Instagram, I've noticed lately.
So full. Every time I log on there, I'm like, what the fuck?
That's awesome.
The other night when Hannah posted that picture asking if she looked so pale, my phone was just blowing up and Jessica was getting so mad. She's like, turn off the phone.
Turn off notifications.
Sleep, yeah.
So the A plot, I believe, is the floor hockey of Liberty not being the team manager.
It's like two B plots in my mind.
It's clearly the weakest A plot ever in a DEGRASSI.
Yeah.
And then the B plot is the oracle, or it's the palm reading of Paige from Terry saying, "You're gonna die." And how does it start, Hannah?
You're gonna die. They're at floor hockey, which also I was like, floor hockey team. That doesn't make any sense. But they're at floor hockey.
Field hockey. Field hockey would have made more sense.
Too cold in Canada.
I guess you're right.
The middle of the summer. They're outside all the time.
True that.
Floor hockey team. I was gonna say auditions, but it was tryouts. And then at the end, she's like, "Some people didn't make the team," and she looks like right at Liberty. And then she's like, "You're team manager," and Liberty gets like a crazy look in her eye.
But what did she say to Miss Hatsalakis? Like before Hatsalakis told her she was off the team, she said what, Rick?
It's like, I need to work on a couple things, but I'm ready to go. Right?
Yeah. She's like, my scoring could have been better.
My scoring could have been better.
She goes, you didn't score.
Yeah.
Her stick control is what she said.
Yeah. I mean, okay, let's break it down real quick. I feel like Liberty's not any worse than any of the rest of those players, right?
I didn't see anyone doing anything better than she was doing at that
time. I also love that nobody has their own stick. It's like all those very terrible, like Toys R Us plastic hockey sticks. It's the worst.
Yeah.
So we hit the theme music and we're back at DEGRASSI. Rick, take it from there.
Emma and Kendra apparently were on the floor hockey team the year before because they were initiating Manny with silly string.
Which was news to me. I was like, so we're all on the field hockey team, I guess.
Yeah. And Liberty ain't having it.
What are your thoughts of silly string, Hannah?
I think it's like more fun in theory than when in actuality.
Yeah, I hate it.
I hate it too.
It's
seems fun.
Maybe after this I'll look up the origin story of silly string, but it seems like it was probably a product that somebody was like, all right, we're gonna fill the gaps in this house with this product, and then it was a failure, and they're like, all right, we're gonna sell
that silly.
We're gonna sell this to kids' birthdays and light them on fire.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That seems like a chemical mishap.
Who's the teacher? Oh, I'm sorry.
Have you ever seen people shooting silly string at kids during birthdays and them catching on fire, Hannah?
No.
That's the thing.
That's a thing.
That's the thing.
Yeah. The look
My
on
parents
Hannah's
definitely
face.
they did not allow silly string. That just would not have happened.
Yeah, because it's highly flammable. And if you want to go down a rabbit hole, look up silly string birthday fires. And
Jesus
dear.
there's a lot of
Christ. That's
I like that.
insane. I like that.
I like that. Who's the teacher Liberty is talking to, Rick?
Dom Perino.
What subject? Is this his first appearance?
It's his first appearance. I looked him up. He goes deep. He's into next class.
Oh, okay.
He's a long living teacher.
Oh yeah, and he was the mechanic in
that's Mike?
Next Gen. Yeah. Not Next Gen.
That's
Whoa.
That's the mechanic. Whoa. Mr. Delacourt's lackey.
Whoa. Yeah. This is his first appearance, yeah.
Are you sure?
I think this is the first time we've seen him.
That's my first recollection.
Am I sure it's him?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure because I
looking
remember
it up
us
right now.
I remember us looking this up when he was on then.
Right.
And he looks better now.
But I may have just taken your word for it.
That sounds right. That sounds right. But I think I am correct. I also think Degrassi No Context just restarted Degrassi, and they were posting about it too.
Oh, okay.
Right. Might be why I'm like ahead of the curb.
Gotcha.
Curve. I say curb sometimes. Also, I realized this year that I've been saying play it by year.
Whoa.
And it's play it by ear.
Yeah, that's real wrong.
Play it by ear? Shoots.
Well, no one told me I was wrong.
I'm surprised you didn't. It was Jeff the Mechanic. You're right.
Yeah.
He was also in Friday the 13th TV series. I think we've talked about this.
I don't remember there even being a TV series.
He's been short-lived.
Yeah, he's been in every shitty movie to TV. He was in RoboCop as an arms.
Ooh.
Oh,
in the movie?
No, the TV show.
Okay.
He was also in that show I showed you guys, Ready or Not. He's also a teacher in Ready or Not.
Right. Canada taking care of themselves. I love it.
You didn't like Ready or Not, Mike? How far did you
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. I've been so busy. I'm sorry.
All right. It's okay.
I'm sorry. Okay, Terry does the palm reading. Paige is going to die. Mr. Armstrong has an Argonauts t-shirt, which I liked. And then now we are at Liberty folding towels in the laundromat of the school. And what is she fantasizing about, Hannah?
She's on everyone's shoulders and they're all cheering her on.
She got that trophy for folding the best towels.
Yeah.
Lots of silly string.
Yeah.
Lots of silly
folding
string,
the most towels. Yeah.
In anybody's school, was there a team manager that would do the team's laundry? Was that a thing?
I played basketball. We never had a team manager.
I just know those pennies stunk. They stank.
What stink? What stink?
The pennies.
Your pits?
No, the pennies.
What
you
are
know
pennies?
what I'm talking about?
No.
Pennies.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Pennies are like the yellow things that they're wearing in this episode are pennies.
Oh, what? that's what they're called?
PINNIES. Was that just my school thing, maybe?
I just thought they're called jerseys or something.
Pennies, like the denomination of currency?
Pennies, but with an I.
Pennies.
All right, looking it up.
Okay, while you're looking it up.
All right, Hannah's correct.
Oh, that was fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I never played any sports. I just remember we had to wear the ones that they did wear for sports, and they stank like shit.
So pennies is according to this lingo website, is short for the word pinafore, which is an apron or a sleeveless garment.
All
right.
Here we go. Liberty.
Okay. Here we
Armstrong. The penny.
Doing it.
Liberty is like Liberty. Liberty's like, what are these pennies? And he says, we don't have the budget for it. And so she goes to Jeremiah car dealership to get sponsorship from Jeremiah. And now this is the first time, but Jeremiah kind of looks like Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine.
Yes.
A little bit.
Yes, yeah. I want to know, is in the DeGrassi universe,
Yeah.
is the only business Ellie's piercing uncle and Joey Jeremiah, because she couldn't go to any other business and ask for money for jerseys.
It does
I think
seem that
she
way.
just has some. She knew Mr. Jeremiah, so that's why she went there.
We're talking about Liberty Van Zandt, the overachiever.
Maybe Spike's hair salon could have sponsored it.
Totally.
That's a good one, Hannah. Very good.
I believe they should have.
This plot is full of holes.
Exactly. They should have shown her hair salon, which I don't think they ever do, and given it a name.
They must have, didn't they? Never.
I don't think so. But I don't know.
Paige and Hazel have realized that because it's her left hand is her strong hand, not her right hand. That
her strong hand.
This is all a bunch of
dominant
hand. Did I say strong hand? Well, that's the same thing. So all this death
strong hand.
It's a bunch of bollocks, and so cornrows Terry arrives with some flowers. What kind of flowers are those, Hannah?
They just look like cheap shit that she got that she picked up on the way to school. Maybe
she probably got them at Jeremiah Motors, the only.
That's what they look like. Yeah,
the only store in town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they look some like nice wildflowers. I like that. I like it. But now Evil Paige is like, okay, I'm gonna take advantage of this.
Oh, yeah. I wrote. I know it's Evil Paige is gonna take advantage of this.
Oh, yeah. Before it happened, you knew. You knew.
Evil Paige comes out sometimes. I think the most evil moment is when she knows that she's hurting Terry, and she loves it.
Yeah.
In this episode. She is like,
but she loves it, but then like when Terry is like, I did your book report, but didn't have time to do mine. I guess I'll just take a 10% docking. Paige is like, ooh.
So she did feel bad. She felt bad.
Yeah, she's like, but it's still worth it to not have to do my own homework. Yeah, she feels bad, but she doesn't care.
No.
Okay, so the big qualm I have with this episode is it's a complete ripoff of Degrassi Junior High, season 1, episode 2.
Yes.
The soccer boys against the girls. Yes, swimming.
This seems like they realized at the last second they needed like 14 episodes in a season or like 17 episodes in a season as opposed to 16.
No. There are so many episodes in this season because like, was it? YouTube is like giving me suggestions, watch Degrassi season 2, episode 21.
Hell yeah, the more the merrier.
But I'm saying it seems like this episode is just like
they needed to fill it out.
Yeah,
22 this is episodes. Also 22. We already did season
Terry Ouija board. We already did it. I'm like, we already did the tarot cards.
Well, they bought the tarot cards and the Ouija board. They had to use it again.
True that. Good knowledge.
Why hating so much?
Good knowledge.
Yeah, good knowledge. Listen, they are now going to play the boys in floor hockey.
Listen.
And Hachalak is like, I'm not coaching this, so
I'm not coaching this shit.
Liberty's the coach.
My favorite line of the episode is when Jimmy walks up and is like, whoa, Van Zandt, trying to steal our sponsorship.
Yeah. I was like, this is so out of character for everybody in this scene. Except for Spinner.
I would have loved it if Spinner just slapped somebody.
He would too.
Part of the deal also, in addition to getting the sponsorship from Jeremiah Motors, what else is part of that deal, Rick?
The loser has to do the laundry for the other team for 2 weeks.
1 week. That's not very long. I would think for the entire season.
However, at the end, when Liberty is washing everybody's jock straps, which, like, I would assume that you would take the jock strap home. have your mom wash it, but whatever.
This Canada is done different, a little bit different.
I've also never worn a jockstrap in my life.
Yeah, I have.
I don't know what they're for.
To hold
Just
your
keep
business.
your jock. Well, I did it for baseball as a catcher. I had to wear one.
Yeah, but
Does
I
it,
did it for
like-
baseball, but that's a different scene. That's a cup
It just
That's a cup,
holds,
but
holds the dick firm
and balls
and balls.
in
But
a
so then,
nice neat package.
which to me makes sense. I'm clocking that. But then, so then the cup is what? That's
The
definitely
cup
a
is a
different
little
thing.
plastic device that goes in front of the pork and beans to protect it. I mean, you could be wearing a cup
Is it?
for
It's
protection.
cold. It's just plastic against pork and beans.
Yeah, there's a little
Wow.
rubber gasket around it typically.
it's very comfortable.
Yeah, when I worked at a sporting goods store, they got high tech.
I love that.
Yeah.
They had like laser lines on them.
What
So
does
wild.
Liberty Van Zant come dressed as Hannah?
Oh,
For their first
Napoleon.
practice.
It's so stupid. She's so fucking stupid.
I wrote any kid that owns a cape and is waiting to use it sucks. Like
Yeah.
Damn.
that person is a straight up sociopath.
I think she just pulled it from the drama because she's also the team manager for the drama team.
She's the team manager for the drama.
I'm assuming she's a team manager. Everything.
Do you think that's a drama cape? That's like a cape your mom.
Assuming a lot. I thought
What
we
do I
also
know?
didn't we
It's
see
got like
Liberty
lightning,
doing
crappy lightning bolts on it.
Liberty's done stage stuff before. Didn't she wear a little top hat for the talent show or something?
Yeah, she had a tuxedo.
And she does the morning announcements.
Yeah, she does everything.
Yeah.
They are now at when I say they, it's Terry and Ashley. No, not Ashley. Terry and Paige. And Paige is full on just taking advantage of Terry.
Mm-hmm.
Terry, to be fair, is acting really dumb.
Well, what would you do with this script? If you got the script, how could you improve this?
I'm not saying she's not doing the best with what she's been given. I'm just saying character-wise.
Do you think you would have spilt the beans on Paige being gay? Really? Like Terry read her palms like
Your gay line is off the charts.
rewrite.
It's so deep you're bleeding.
What do you think of honeycomb cereal, Rick?
I haven't had it in a long time, but I don't think I liked it. It tastes kind of like it's too styrofoamy.
Yeah.
If I'm going to eat a honey cereal, I think Sugar Smacks would be the one.
Sugar Smacks, huh? I like Sugar
Honeycombs
Smacks.
will slice up your mouth.
What's the theme song? Can you sing the theme song, Hannah? I'll sing the first line. Honeycomb's got a big, big crunch.
And if you
Big, big
cut,
taste. Then a big, big crunch. Honeycombs, big, big crunch. It was awesome because Andre the Giant did the commercial. And there's all these kids in the playhouse, and Andre the Giant came out with the
There's
honeycomb.
no way that Hannah was alive when that came out.
I was gonna say Honeycomb didn't have a song when I was a kid. They had the kid from Breaking Bad, and then it was like the crazy hair guy.
Wait.
Was
Aaron Paul was in a Honeycomb commercial.
it's either
That's
that or
pretty sick.
Pops.
I think it's probably Pops. Pops are also all right. The Honeycombs always tasted stale to me. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they were in the clubhouse. Andre the Giant showed up, and then he was all angry, and then they gave him honey pops. Wait, honeycombs, and then Andre the Giant was happy. I'm thinking of talking about pops. Let's go to Terry's zit on her forehead.
Oh.
I loved that zit.
She's not very self-conscious about it, but it's like protruding, like it's a good like eighth of an inch.
It's like
That's what I'm
mole.
saying.
It's like
Everyone's
wart.
acting out of character because I know Terry cares about her look. She's a model, but for some reason she's like, I don't care. I have a big juicy zit. Whatever.
But she's so consumed with doing the work of two people, as Ashley has now overheard the evil plans of Paige, Michael Chuck. And so she goes and talks to Terry in the hallway. And what does she say, Rick?
I think you're getting played, brah.
Very good job, Rick. Good
Yeah.
job.
Brah.
Yes.
Hey, brah, You getting played, bro?
What are you making
Bruh.
for Christmas dinner, Rick?
Oh, wow,
Roast
I haven't planned that
beast.
far. I did for Thanksgiving do a turkey breast on the grill, and it was all right. So I may do that again.
Are you going to your mom's, Hannah, for Christmas?
Of course. Yeah.
Is Britt coming too?
No, Brett works Christmas this year. So, but I'm
Loser.
not a huge Christmas person. I'm not crazy
Yeah.
about Christmas.
Did you watch Elf yet this year?
I watched part of Elf. And
Did
then
you
I
watch
watched
that? Did you watch that Netflix show on the holiday movies that you love, and it like breaks down Elf and Nightmare
Mhm.
Before Christmas?
I
Oh, I
watched
gotta
the
see
Elf
that.
one.
Is that
Which
pretty
made me
good?
watch
I
old
didn't
school.
know that. I didn't know the writer of Nightmare Before Christmas was also dating Danny Elfman at the time.
Whoa, who wrote it?
Ooh.
Some woman,
Not Bridget
Was-
Fonda?
not Bridget Fonda.
Bridget Fonda.
Do you know Bridget Fonda is Danny Elfman's wife, Hannah?
Do you know who Danny Elfman is?
I do. I love
Okay.
Danny Elfman. We were like,
Yes, Hannah.
you ever seen Forbidden Zone?
Heck yeah,
Yeah,
duh.
yeah.
We were a Forbidden Zone house, which is like so
Whoa.
weird.
That's such a
Wait,
weird
like
movie.
It's not good.
You're not
It's
good.
like a culty.
It's
classic.
great.
Caroline
Okay,
Carolyn Thompson is the person that wrote it.
Aight.
She also wrote the Addams Family movie,
Ooh, that's,
Mm, which one?
the first one.
Okay.
She wrote the screenplay for Edward Scissorhands. It's
Oh.
all becoming clear.
The talent.
Yeah.
So the discussion of Tom Morello and Joey Jeremiah, Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine, it's only when he's on with the refereeing with the
Yeah.
ball cap.
I
It
see
looks
it.
like
I
Tom
see it.
Morello. Yeah, okay. So Liberty kicks everyone out of the gym. It's a closed game.
Close set.
Closed
Close
set.
Yeah.
We missed the part where Liberty's being real shitty to those girls, and everyone is like, nah, I'm over you, Van Zant. Also, I love that she just has a tampon on the ready to give to Manny, who's menstruating.
That's true.
Yeah.
She's prepared for every moment. JT is the
Yeah.
mascot. He gets to stay because he's going to be the scorekeeper.
I love when he took that mask off and he was like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah. I love that. That was the moment where I was like, oh, JT is cute. It's like the only time I've ever felt that way.
Dang.
And never will again.
That's what
may
you
have
could
been
see.
The best part of the entire episode was that when JT
Moment. I know.
was
You're right. You're not
I feel
wrong.
like this is the beginning when in his mind he's starting to be attracted to Liberty a little bit. Right there.
No.
Yeah.
no, everybody at this point hates Liberty.
Except
Everybody
JT.
is tyrant.
Except
now.
JT. He has a little bit of lust in his heart. Girls, boys. I like the homemade signs. Girls, boys. It's 0-0. They're playing their game, and it's kind of fun. I wouldn't mind playing a little bit of floor hockey. Let's go now to the Ouija board, Hannah. Take it from there.
This was so weird. It was like Terry planned a big way to get back at Paige by asking the Ouija board two questions.
The Oracle.
The Oracle, she said, did they play me for a fool? The Oracle said yes. And like, I was like, I don't really know. Like, I don't know what in her mind, like, was gonna, I don't know. And then she just said she was gonna kick her ass. I was like, you should have just kicked her ass straight out the gate.
She said, "You're dead, Michael Chuck."
Yeah, I was thinking, did she say kick ass or kill? I'm going to kill you.
She said,
dead,
"You're
just
dead.
dead.
You're
You're
dead,
dead."
Michael Chuck."
I think if Terry hit Paige would, like, the lights would go out.
Yeah,
I
but
like the use
they
of
should-
last
they should-
names also when people call each other by the last name.
It's a very sport thing to do. I feel like it's a very jock thing to do, though.
All right, Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Park.
Did we talk about something about Mary last week?
Eagle.
We did. We talked about.
Okay. Is that why you brought up Frank and Beans?
That is not why I brought up Frank and Beans, but good job.
Can
Good
you
job
do
with
a,
the throw.
Can you do an impression, Hannah, of the what's Cameron Diaz's brother's name and something about Mary?
I don't know if I can do an impression of that guy.
That guy.
Can you do an impression of the guitar player?
For who?
Jonathan Richman. Hannah.
I am going to be honest. I've only seen Something About Mary once, and it was earlier this year, and I don't remember.
Did you like it when you watched it earlier this year?
I did like it. It's been a year for me of watching things I've never seen, because I also just watched Old School because of that elf thing. And I was like, this is so good.
What about Shallow Hal? Have you seen Shallow Hal?
I love Shallow Hal.
I don't like that movie.
It's so good. It's based on a true story. It's awesome.
It's based on Gwyneth Paltrow's life.
So the girls' floor hockey team revolts against Liberty, and they throw down their sticks, and they're like, "We're not playing for you." And the boys think they've won, but Jeremiah says, they can still come back to play, which I'm a little confused about.
Well, they stopped because of Manny getting slow motion checked, though.
Sure, but but you already brought that up.
I did not.
You broke the pattern. Well, you brought up the tampon.
That was days earlier.
We've broke a pattern.
Oh, really? That was days earlier? Oh, yeah, this is Manny. I'm out of my mind.
Yeah. Park.
Yeah, Manny's just having a hard week because she's menstruating and she broke her ankle or something.
Well, yeah, she had a slow motion fall down.
Yeah.
Hannah here. Hey there, Hannah here.
Bruna.
That's my Instagram post.
I know.
By the way, every time you see a post that says "Hi there, Hannah here," that's me posting as Hannah. Just to give you a little FYI.
And it's like I never see it until like hours after it's been up, and I'm like, all my friends liked this picture as if I would post this picture from like 7 years ago.
Yeah, I don't know why it makes me so happy when I post it. I'm just usually. My wife is usually asleep. I'm usually in bed next to her laughing. Just like, look what I've done. Okay. Liberty's outside. Miss Hashalakis is like, hi, Liberty. And she notices the game is still going on. So she has a little heart-to-heart with Liberty. Like, what's up? And what? You want to talk about this, Rick?
No, it sucks.
Okay, so basically Liberty, it's just them.
Yeah.
She's like, I suck. And she's like, well, yeah, I don't know. Sure.
Well, she was basically like, yeah, you don't have to be a tyrant.
Yeah, she's like...
Hatsalakis is just giving her some good advice.
And I'll say it, I thought she was hotter as a coach.
Ooh.
Her hair...
I don't know why.
If she had a different haircut, I would believe that she's good looking. Her haircut in DeGrassi is not doing her any favors.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. Like... Hannah here.
What doing? What doing? It's like crispy, crunchy, like teased. Yeah, I agree. It's bad.
Yeah, you won't get the reference, but she looks like that woman with the man hands from Seinfeld. Good.
That was such a good episode. Man hands.
Why don't you watch Seinfeld, Hannah? Like, if you're doing a thing of you've never done. Oh my God,
it's so good, Hannah. How could you not watch Seinfeld? It's unbelievable. Right. It's unbelievable.
I think that is something I could just binge through real fast.
Yeah, you're fucking up.
What's the laundry detergent that it was like totally racist commercial? It's like these two Asian, like, what did they own? Like a dry cleaner. And they're like, how do you get the customer comes and goes, how do you get your clothes so fresh? And he's like, ancient Chinese secret. And then, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, hold on.
And then the wife comes out and goes, ancient Chinese secret, and holds up the soap that they use. And then, it's not really racist, but everything's racist now.
That was Calgon. From 1972. Neither Hannah or I were born.
I was 23. It was cool. Team manager, Liberty. It's going to end on a high note as Emma. Who else shows up? Emma and Kendra show up with New Jerseys, as Jeremiah Motors has decided to invest money in both the boys' basketball team and the girls' floor hockey team. And she gets her custom jersey that says team manager on it. What do you think? This make you happy, Hannah? Or
Yeah,
angry?
I think they're like definitely just like they like pity her to a certain extent.
They look so happy though. These are expensive jerseys. These do not look
Yeah,
cheap.
but that logo sucks. It's like clip art.
I love the logo. I remember thinking when I saw it, wow, I love that logo.
It is legitimately like MS Paint. Like they typed in car and MS Paint, and then that car came up and they put in the logo.
Yeah, I think it's sick.
The other
I think
thing
it's
that
sick.
seems weird is like in my entire school career, we never had a business logo on a school team sport. That seems like a weird thing.
That's Muskegon for you.
You tell me in San Jose they had like what was your high school mascot?
Wildcats.
They had a Asian Man Records sponsored Wildcats jersey.
No,
That'd
but
be
like
cool.
all the little league teams, we were
Yeah, but that's little
sponsored
league.
by a mortuary, the
Yeah.
Chart House Mortuary.
That's
So
cool.
we had
I
Chart
was-
House.
I was sponsored by a steakhouse.
Figures that's all they have in Muskegon.
Yeah.
Steakhouses. So the freeze frame on our on Liberty as she's smiling. Anything you'd like to add, Hannah?
The picture in my mind is the only houses and businesses in Muskegon are just steakhouses. Like people live in steakhouses. Like it's just like, all right, this bank is a steakhouse. Also,
Yeah.
would you like a steak with your deposit? Like
I'm surprised you guys have electricity in Muskegon.
yeah. You know, some people don't. Some people don't. Very rural.
Okay, Rick, anything you want to add?
Oh.
Hannah?
No, this episode sucked.
Yeah, this episode sucked. I will talk to you guys next week for what is next week's episode?
I don't know.
I hope it's
Hard
better
to
than
say.
this.
It
The
has to be.
screenshot is of Toby and JT, so
Hey,
it's gonna be a comedic time.
It's going to be a comedic time. Okay. Enjoy your day, your evening. I will talk to you guys next week. Be good. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.